Hello. Marcia Ben from Think Premium JA in partnership with IslandNet. And today I'm going to be discussing, does your business need dedicated internet access, or does your business really need burstable internet at this point in time? Now, in Jamaica, many companies end up buying DIA or dedicated internet access when they're getting internet from an internet provider, unless they're getting a cable package along with it. Now, IslandNet is one of the three fully licensed and registered internet and phone providers in the island. So we actually have over 220 cell towers island wide. We've served well over 1,500 clients. My apologies. Island wide. We have also been in the business for over 20 years. We actually started off as a data company, so we can pretty much do anything with data, and we just happen to go into telecommunications, so we're very versed in the multiple ways to do data. And we also offer live customer support, and the fact that we create customized solutions for customers, and we ensure that our network is up and running for our customers at least 80 to 100% of the time, we can tell you that different customers have different needs, and not everybody needs dedicated internet access. So dedicated internet access is a form of connection delivered via an Ethernet cable. You know, the internet cable that you see plugged into like desktops? Yeah, it's called an Ethernet cable. It can be blue, it can be gray, some have it in yellow. The color doesn't matter, it's just an Ethernet cable, right? And it can either be done through an Ethernet cable or through private line circuits. So it's not really shared with other customers. What that means is that the Ethernet cable is connected to basically an access point that's connected to a subscribable unit. That subscribable unit can be another access point. It can be and you have and outdoor access points, by the way, just so you're aware. And you also have radios that could be another subscriber unit or other things as well. So for instance, you as a dedicated internet access user with IslandNet, you might be connected to your own radio. So you're the only company that has access to that radio. So when internet is being shared with the business, you're getting internet access 100% of the time, because we often give you a redundant. So we often give you a wireless connection if you're getting fiber, or you might end up having two wireless connections, or because we have over 220 radio towers island wide, we can easily just route a radio to you. So we give you that uptime 100% of the time, because you're the only person getting that subscriber unit. The thing is with that though, once you sign up, because we have a bandwidth guarantee, when you have a dedicated internet access, because of how it's set up, if you commit to 100 megabytes, you get 100 megabytes 100% of the time. If you now say that, okay, my 100 megabytes is not enough, I now need 300 megabytes, no problem, you're going to need a new contract. And our contracts last for 24 months. So, there's nothing wrong. We're happy to write you a new contract, but you're going to need a new contract, because how your arrangement is set up, how that subscriber unit is set up for your business, is that you get 100 megabytes 100% of the time. If it's a case where there are other matters, we would probably want to assess that more before just running to change your contract. It's not burstable. With dedicated internet access, it is not burstable. And another thing to know, and this is something that a lot of people don't know, you can't have Wi-Fi in your office or your place, and the internet is not working. There's a difference between internet connection and Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi means that the relevant wireless devices are definitely working. That don't mean you're getting internet. Fun fact. But I digress. So going back to your dedicated internet access, right? You're getting the internet that you pay for 100% of the time. Which means that if it's a case where your needs now change, you might want to assess maybe a firewall to prioritize the bandwidth going to the different devices or cloud-based applications that might need it. For example, if you have a cloud voice solution, you're going to need at least 40 megs of bandwidth dedicated for that 100% of the time, and that by right should have a redundant internet connection in order to allow that bandwidth prioritization to happen. So if something goes down with one, you always have another internet connection. or if you're using like platforms like a Asikuda or like a pharmacy platform where they have to have internet in order for that cloud-based solution to work, or you use like a lot of Zoom, a lot of like Microsoft Teams, yeah, you really ought to think about having a firewall to prioritize the bandwidth for those devices or applications, and I would recommend strongly redundant internet. But if it's a case where your business isn't necessarily like that, that's fine as well. But just understand with dedicated internet access, it does come at a higher price because you're now the only person using that subscriber unit. So it's going to balloon your cost. I'm not even going to lie to you. Even if you only get wireless and you don't opt to get fiber, it's going to balloon your cost. So if it's a case where you're watching that as a business owner and you just want basic internet, but you're not necessarily fussy about whether or not you're the only person getting that internet access, it's not that serious. You don't have to worry about that, because with dedicated internet access, it's cool, it's secure in the sense that you're the only person committed to that subscriber unit, and you get the internet that you pay for 100% of the time with IslandNet. We're not talking for nobody else, IslandNet we are talking about. Remember, we're a separate internet provider. Just as I say, we're a separate voice provider as well. Right? I'm not talking about nobody else. So don't mix me with anybody else. Thank you. Yeah, right. But as it relates to the burstable internet now, right? IslandNet does that too. We do that through wireless connections, and we can also do it through fiber as well, as long as it's past a certain amount. With burstable internet, you can sign up for a specific amount of bandwidth and you can burst it, meaning that you can go up. So if this month I want 100 megabytes, and 3 months down the line I want 500 megabytes, or I want 250 megabytes, yeah, you can get it. No problem. You don't have to change your contract. We'll just bill you for the additional megabytes that you use. And if you want to keep using that, we just keep billing you for the additional megabytes that you use. It's not an issue. And that's fine. The only thing is that you're going to be sharing a subscriber unit. So instead of your business having its own radio, for example, let's say that the radio is a subscriber unit, right? You're now sharing that subscriber unit with 10 other users. It's not going to affect your internet connection. You're still going to get the internet connection. It's just that instead of now getting it 100% of the time, you're going to get it 80 to 90% of the time. Technically 80 to 99. Because we do a pretty good job with it. So I'm willing to put 99. Right? The only thing is with that now, because it's now a case where there are 10 other users, we can't commit to you getting that all the time. Now, with dedicated internet access, it's symmetrical. So if you say that you want dedicated 100 megabytes, 50 megabytes download, 50 megabytes upload, or 75 megabytes download, 25 megabytes upload, you get that 100% of the time. With burstable internet, it's asymmetrical. So let's say you want this time around, I want 100 megabytes. You can get it however you wish. Let's say this month I want 100 megabytes, where 50 download, 50 upload, because the download always comes first. You can get that. Next month, if I want to change it to 75 download, and 25 upload, 25 megabytes upload, 75 megabytes download, you can get that as well. It's not an issue. You can customize it as you need to, and we're very flexible where that's concerned. So you just speak with your sales rep or customer service rep, and it's fine. And if you want additional megabytes, like let's say again you want to move from 100 megabytes to 500 megabytes with the burstable internet, you can get that because you can burst the package and we just bill you for the megabytes that you use. So that's fine. It's not an issue for us. And of course, it's also more flexible in terms of your cost. So a growing business, you can get by with the burstable. You can get by with the burstable internet. And if I were you, I would get my internet with managed firewall, so that you can prioritize certain applications. So if you need, let's say, security cameras, which by the way, I would totally recommend, if you have security cameras, to have the DVR in your office. And if you don't have it, I would definitely go buy PriceSmart or something and just buy some, because you streaming over the bandwidth, you need at least 5 megabytes per camera, and you always have to be streaming over the internet, even when nobody's there, because that's how it's gonna work. It has to stream to go somewhere. I just wouldn't. To me, you're going to slow up your network that way because you're now going to have, depending on the number of cameras you have, at least 5 megabytes being tied up at any given point in time that you can't use for anything else. So that's just my 2 cents there. What's I saying again? Right. So if many growing businesses don't necessarily need DIA, you can get by on burstable internet. As a matter of fact, IslandNet actually has some really convenient packages that you might like. I'm actually gonna speak about another one in another video called our SMB Plus package. I think you're gonna really enjoy that. And there are different ways in which you can solve your issue. I mean, no worries if you are just a business starting out and it's just like two people in the office. At most you probably need like 100 megabytes at most. I'm not saying you can't use more now because I don't know what you're doing. Suppose you're really running some serious applications where you need 500 megabytes. Who am I? Just tell me what you need and we'll set you up. I mean, not a problem. But many small businesses, you don't necessarily need the I. hope this helps. But like a growing business, especially where you have like a cloud voice solution, where you have your own IPPBX, you have like 8 different devices, you're on cloud applications every minute. Like you have to be on cloud applications all day, every day. You have security cameras streaming the footage through Wi-Fi. Yeah, you might want to think about a DIA, especially like if you're using Zoom hard or you use like Microsoft Teams hard. Yeah, you might really want to think about a DIA and a higher bandwidth. But that's just me, because guess what? When you get to that level, you know what is important to you, what you can use to determine how much you need. Is it a case where you need internet all the time for heavy duty applications? Or is it a case where you're just doing like minor administrative stuff? If you're doing minor administrative stuff, you don't need the area. Even if you have like the streaming TVs that use like the Netflix or whatever in your office, you don't need the area. As a matter of fact, DM me and I can set you up with a nice little package that will work sweet for your business. DM me. We'll talk. We'll definitely talk. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope this helps. Again, Marcy Bent from Think Premium JA in association with IslandNet. And if this tech tip added value to you, like, share, comment, subscribe. As a matter of fact, down below, comment and tell me. Comment down below and tell me more about having reliable internet. Alright, that's it. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And remember to never stop dreaming. Bye-bye.